What's going on, guys? It's Justin from Push and Profit. Hope you're having a beautiful day today. Now, in this video, we're going to talk about whether or not it's time to buy the dip on Tesla. Right now, that's what a lot of people, especially online, are saying. Buy the dip, buy the dip. But we're going to go ahead and talk about this. This video is going to be very short, sweet, and concise. So make sure to watch this video to the end because it's not going to be that long, right? We're just going to break down a few things. And with that being said, let's go ahead and go into the charts as we do for our videos, right? So right here we're looking at Tesla on a 4-hour time frame. Now, Tesla has been selling off the last few days, right? And majorly selling off. And of course, if you don't know, the reason is the catalyst event that Tesla, Elon Musk, is actually selling a lot of shares, right? And then we had a filing report that today, late Friday, there was an additional $1.2 billion worth of shares that were sold from Elon Musk on top of the 5.6 billion, right? So not as much as he sold earlier in the week, but still adding on top of that, which makes it one of the largest sell-offs or shares being sold by an executive for the company. We did have Bezos do this earlier on within the year, but staying on tangent, let's go ahead and talk about Tesla, right? Now, the first thing I want to point out is this line over here. I already drew it on here because this, is what we would call a support. Now, of course, we did break a little below the support, but that's pretty much, how a support is going to be. It's not going to be 100% exact. The stock isn't going to adhere to it perfectly, right? Now, is it time to buy just because we touched the support, right? Now, something I really emphasize on this channel is that you don't want to just buy the dip just because the dip is there, right? Because the dip could always get dippier. And I know I'm sounding like a Dr. Seuss book, but it's the reality of it is that the stock is still on this downward trend, and it doesn't make sense to buy in. At least in my opinion, I like to buy things when there's a confirmation of an uptrend, right? And one of the things I look for to signify a confirmation of an uptrend is that the stock breaks the downward pattern, and typically that is signified when we see an indicator or two indicators showing that, or just along with an indicator or a price action. And right here, what I'm looking for is if Tesla breaks above this area of $1,055, right? Now, the reason being is because that's where this blue line over here that's highlighted is, that's the 9-day exponential moving average. So if Tesla stock can break above this area of 1,555 around there, then that'll show that there's a confirmation that the trend is going upward. Now, does it mean that just because the trend is going upward now that I can't go back down? Absolutely not, right? We saw that happen earlier on in the week where we had this massive sell-off. People, ended up buying the dip. We started kind of bouncing up, and then we sold off for the next two trading sessions. So it doesn't 100% guarantee that once the confirmation is there, that's never going to go back down. And that's just how the stock market is. It doesn't have to act the way you want it to act. The stock market is going to move in a random pattern. And I think, we have to emphasize that as traders, we're not trying to predict the market. We're really just trying to trade whatever the market presents. Now, even if you're investing, right, you don't have to be a trader by all means. I still follow the same principles as a trader as far as, price direction and when to enter, when to exit. Now, of course, there's investors that they don't really care. They just buy when they have the money and they average down. And that's, a different strategy as well, dollar cost averaging. And that will work over the long term. But as far as getting the best prices, I mix in dollar cost averaging as if we're talking about being an investor, but looking at the right opportunities, right? Now, something that I want to kind of look at is, we have this area over here that we already identified as a support. We're over here on this area of the RSI where we're oversold, which is good, right? We want the RSI to cool off because if the RSI is just high, that's just not good, right? That just means that we're overbought and, we need to pull back. And it's not guaranteed that we have to pull back. It's just, a healthy pullback is necessary for a stock to continuously go up. We need to go up, pull back a little, go up. That's just how it works. You never see a stock forever just going straight up. And if you do, let me know because I'll definitely, buy that stock. But, that's not something that we see. We don't see things go up forever. We're going to see pullbacks. And, you see that previously in the past when we were overbought, we had a pullback. And you see over here, we were overbought, had a pullback. Over here, we were overbought, and we had a major pullback, right? So is it time? Well, I want to also look at the daily view, right? And on the daily view, again, I'm waiting if we break above this area of 1,000, 55. But also, I want to show this area over here, right? So let me kind of draw this line so you guys could kind of get a clearer picture. This would be another area of a strong support. And the reason I say this is because we see that it touched it as a resistance multiple times in the past. And, as you know, old resistance becomes new support, right? And then also, you guys may not be able to see it, but there is a gap. So there is a possibility that Tesla may need to fill this gap over here before it starts running up. So that's just something I want you guys to be aware of. On the daily view, on the daily chart, there's still another support here with a gap that, could be filled. And most times gaps do get filled, not all the time, but a majority of the times they do get filled. So that's just something I want to show you guys. We may, end up breaking above, and if we do, then I'll go ahead and enter a position, and then I'll look at the next resistance, which would be around this area of 1,127. But there is a possibility that we may break below, and if we do, I don't think we have to consider it as the end of the world, the end all be all. We just see it as another opportunity to buy in, but again, not just because it's a dip, but because the opportunity is presented there with confirmation once it starts coming back up. Again, if you guys want to learn more about trading and technical analysis, make sure to click the first link in the description below. There's going to be a free video. Free. All you got to do is just provide your email. It's a free video where I show you guys some more in-depth examples of technical analysis and what I use to, trades. Again, you guys don't have to, only if you see value in it. But again, check out the first link in the description below. And with that being said, let me know what your thoughts are on Tesla. Are you guys, buying in right now? What price points are you guys looking into? I don't want to hear anything about buy the dip, buy the dip. I want to hear a plan and how you are, going to execute that plan. Because at the end of the day, anyone could be a chartist, anyone could say it's going to go up, it's going to go down. But what are you going to do as far as executing that plan, right? What are you going to do when the actual stock is moving, right? And that's really what separates the real traders from the chartists, right? But let me know in the comment section below. And before you guys go, I need you guys to watch this next video over here. If you're thinking about averaging down in Tesla, I have a video where it's just a calculator to show you guys how to average down. And with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video.